What's up, guys? Here's another episode of DB Sports. Let's talk about the UFC fight that happened. Um, John Jones, man. It was John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. John Jones, he looked like an animal. That man, he dominated Stipe. He first round came out, judo flipped him, and just beat the dog breaks out of Stipe. He was in there, just those elbows that he was landing. Oof. Those were some of the nastiest elbows I've seen in my life in a while, right there. It just showed me like how much more advanced he is, and Stipe looks so behind. He was still in 2015 of his of how he did defense. Like there, he hasn't evolved in the ground at all, really. He looked really good. John Jones looked really good. How versatile he was. That jab was pumping out there. Kicking, he kept on just stabbing him in the ribs. He's kicking him on the sides. T kicking him right down the middle. He was putting on John Jones, on Stipe. Stipe just looked flat. That I truly believe that 3 years of being out affected Stipe, in my personal opinion. Because sometimes he did look like he put some good shots and then he just stopped. Or put a pop pop, putting those shots and just going forward at him, which his coaches are yelling. He just didn't do it. He seemed to struggle. He didn't look good. Now, what do I want next for both of them? Stipe retired. I don't really care to see Stipe fight anymore. You can tell he has no interest in this anymore. Literally, he lost interest a long time ago. But I don't want to see him fight anymore. John, it should be the Tom Aspinall or Alex Pereira, but really Tom Aspinall. There's only two more fights for him, and then he should retire. Really one, then he should just retire and move on from the sport because there's really nobody else for him, especially at the heavyweight division, which is crazy how good he looks at the heavyweight division. But let's get into the co-main event. Michael Chandler versus Charles Oliveira, which was a rematch when Charles knocked out Michael Chandler to win the belt. It was a good fight. Good fight. The first 4 rounds, it was just Charles Oliveira just dominating him. Chandler looked tentative to be right there with him. I don't know why Chandler didn't really shoot for no takedowns. He just looked tentative. He did not want to stand with him. He feared that left hook. His hands are like that. He was way more calmer. I don't know why he just didn't let the hands go to a certain degree, but probably because he didn't want to get knocked out. Charles looked really good. Charles looked like a damn wrestler. You would have think that he was the wrestler, and Chandler was the jiu-jitsu guy. He was at the round, just taking him down, fighting, going after his back. Chandler gave him a lot of credit. Pretty much like 3 out of those 4 rounds, he just had fucking Charles Oliveira on his back, and he didn't submit. He didn't give up. That fourth round was highly entertaining when he let that left hand go and then the right hand, and he hurt Charles. But he got too excited, and it was funny him picking him up and just slamming him on the ground. Michael Chandler, he's going to be a highly entertaining guy. He is the Gotti of MMA. Chandler, who do I want Chandler fighting next? There's a lot of entertaining fights. I'm not mad at a Gaethje rematch, a Poirier rematch, Max Holloway. Truthfully, there's a lot of those guys that are still in the division. For Charles, Max, or the winner of the belt, either one of those, I wouldn't be mad at seeing him fight. He should get the winner for the belt, or a Max Holloway BMF fight. It'd be highly entertaining to me. I want to talk about the Bo Nickel and Paul Craig. That was not a good fight at all. I just showed how Bo Nickel's not good at standing. Paul Craig is not good at standing at all. I don't know why Paul Craig just didn't walk him down and force him to shoot for a takedown or something. That would make more sense. So you could bring him into your world. I would have shot. I would have walked him down, threw some kicks, and have him try to take me down. So bring him into my world. But it didn't make much sense to me. It just showed Bo is not very good standing. Not very versatile. I don't know why he didn't at least shoot for a takedown in maybe the last few seconds. just to get his takedown. I would have assumed that, just food to shoot it, or at least go out fucking shooting, throwing hands in the last few seconds. But it just showed Bo's not in the levels to reach the top 15 or top 10, really, of the 185. He's nowhere near that level yet. But overall, it was a pretty good little night of fights. Good fights, especially John Jones. Great performance he had, and let's see what happens from here. But just want to say thank you guys for all the